back to EducateX, your simple solution to all learning problems. In today's lecture, we'll be discussing certain follow-up questions based on ratio and proportion. I'll request everyone, if you haven't checked out the basics of ratio and proportion, please do check out that video, the link of which will be provided in the description given below. In today's lecture, we'll be covering 4 questions that are based on ratio and proportion. These questions are most frequently asked in your competitive level exams as well as in your college level and school level as well. So we'll be covering the questions one by one each. Let us discuss with the very first question, that is, two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than a third number. The ratio of two numbers is, so we have to calculate the ratio of the two numbers. What we can do is, suppose we'll start with the first question. In the question we have mentioned that the two numbers are 20% and 50% more than a third number. So what we can do is, let the third number be x. So first number will be what? It is 20% more than x, that is x plus 20% of x, which will be equal to x plus x by 5, that is equal to 6x by 5, right? Okay. Similar way, we will be calculating the second number. The second number will be what? It is 50%, more than the third number. So the second number will be x plus 50x by 100, which is 50% more than x, that is x plus x by 2, which is equal to 3x by 2. The third number is the ratio. So we have to calculate the ratio between the first number and the second number. So the first number is 6x by 5, the second number is 3x by 2. The ratio between these two will be calculated as we have already discussed. It will be calculated as 6x by 5 is to 3x by 2. Now if you all remember, we have already discussed that A is to B means what? It means A by B. So in a similar way we will be calculating this. It will be what? 6x by 5 divided by 3x by 2, which in turn will be equal to 6x by 5 into 2 by 3x, which is x. Since they are similar quantities, we'll cancel them out, and 3 ones are 3 twos are, so it will be 4 by 5. Therefore we calculated that the ratio of the first number and the second number, 4 by 5, will be what? 4:5. This is the final answer. Let us proceed on with the second question. As you all can see, the second question is, a bag contains 50 paise, 25 paise and 10 paise coins in the ratio 5:9:4. Amounting to rupees 206, find the numbers of coins of each type respectively. Okay, so you have 50 paise, 25 paise and 10 paise coins in the ratio 5, 9 and 4, right? So what we can do is, we can write write it as the 50 paise coins, let the ratio, since the ratio is 5:9:4, so we can write that let 50 paise coins be 5x. In a similar way, your 25 paise coins will be equal to 9x, and your 10 paise coins will be equal to, say, 4x, right? So we can frame the total number of coins in this way. Now these coins are amounting to rupees what? They are amounting to rupees 206. So amounting to 206, that means 50 paise coins are amounting to 50 paise and 25 paise and 10 paise coins are amounting to 206. So what we can write it as, the equation, frame it as, also you can say that the amount that you have been given is in rupees, right? So we have to convert this paise into rupees. So how will we calculate it, or how will we convert it? We will be converting it as 50 paise will be equal to 0.50 rupees, right? And this 0.50 is amounting to 5x, right? It has 5x coins in it. Therefore the total amount of this 50 paise will be what? It will be 0.50 into 5x. In a similar way with the 25 paise and 10 paise would be, so it will be like 0.50x plus 0.50 into 5x plus 0.25 into 9x plus 0.10 into 4x. This whole will be amounting to rupees 206. So it will be 206, right? Okay, so 0.50 into 5 will be equal to what? It will be equal to 2.5x. In a similar way, 0.25 into 9, since 25 into 9 is 225, right? So it will be what? It will be 2.25x, and this will be equal to what? 0.40x. So this is amounting to 206. Now if you calculate this, you will get it as 5.15x, and this 5.15x value is equal to 206. So x value in turn will come out to be 40. X value in turn will come out to be 40. Now in this way, what you can calculate is, you can calculate the value of, you can calculate the total number of 50 paise coins, 25 paise coins and 10 paise coins, because that is what we have to, that is what is asked in the question, right? You have to find the number of coins of each type respectively. So since 50 paise coins were 5x, right? Total amount of 50 paise coins were 5x. So it will be what? The 50 paise coins will be what? It will be 200 coins. In a similar way, your 25 paise coins will be what? They will be 360, and the 10 paise coins will be 160 each, right? So this is your final answer. This is your final answer. Now the third question is like, salaries of Ravi and Sumit are in the ratio 2:3. If the salary of each is increased by rupees 4,000, the new ratio becomes 40:57. What is Sumit's salary? So since you know the ratio of Ravi and Sumit's salary is 2:3, right? So what we can write, that let Ravi's salary be 2x and let Sumit's salary be 3x. So you will get it as Ravi's salary as 2x, and similar way we can calculate Sumit's salary as 3x, right? Now let us see the second part of the question. If the salary of each is increased by rupees 4,000, so you know the salary, this was your original salary, right? Now they are increased by 4,000, so it will be plus 4,000 each. The new ratio becomes 40:57. Now let us try to frame this into an equation, right? So it is said the salary of Ravi and Sumit are in the ratio 2:3. If the salary is increased by 4,000, the new ratio becomes 40:7. That is 2x plus 4,000 upon 3x plus 4,000 is equal to 40/57, right? Now when you will cross multiply this, you will get it as 57 into 2x plus 4,000 is equal to 40 into 3x plus 4,000. You will get this as, if you will try to solve this at what you will get? You will get it as 114x plus 228,000, which is equal to 120x plus 4 times 0, right? You will get this as this. Okay, so if you will try to solve this, what are you going to get? You are going to get it as, since 114 will go to this side, right side, and the this will come to the left side, you will get it as 68,000. 68,000 is equal to 6x. So if you will say, since there are no similar quantities that could fully eliminate them, so you will get it as, say, if you will divide it by 2, you will get it as 2 3s are 6x, and 2 divided by 68,000 divided by 2, you will get it as 34,000. So it will be 3x is equal to 34,000. Now you can also leave it over here instead of finding the total value of x, since you have been in the question, you have been asked what is Sumit's salary. So you know that Sumit's original salary was 3x, right? So you have got the value of 3x. What you have to calculate is, you have to calculate the Sumit's present salary. Whenever in the question it is asked what is Sumit's salary, so you have to calculate the Sumit's present salary in this. Okay, so Sumit's present salary is what? This 3x plus the increase in amount, that is your 4,000. So it will be what? It will be 34,000 plus 4,000, which is equal to 38,000 rupees. So this is your original answer. Okay, let us proceed on with the fourth question. Okay, the fourth question is, A sum of rupees 312 was divided among 100 boys and girls in such a way that the boy gets rupees 3.60 each and each girl rupees 2.40. You have to calculate the number of girls. Okay, so what you can do is, first we'll assume. What we'll assume? We'll assume that let the number of boys be equal to x and let the number of girls be equal to y. Okay, so what you can do is, we will assume let number of boys equal to x. In a similar way, number of girls equal to y. Okay, after that you have to calculate what? You have to see the question. You have been said that there are in total 100 boys and girls. Okay, so if we'll frame the first question, you know the number of boys as x, you know the number of girls as y, and the total number of boys and girls as 100. So you know it will be what? It will be x plus y is equal to 100. Okay, let this be the first equation. Fine. Now we'll frame on with the second equation. The second equation will be framed as, see, you now have been provided a sum of rupees 312. Okay, you know each boy is getting rupees 3.60 each. So the total amount the boys will get will be what? It will be 3.60x. In a similar way, the total amount the girls will be get is, that is 2.40y. This total amount will be equal to how much? 312. So it will be 312. Let this be the second equation. Now if we'll solve these two equations simultaneously, what are we going to get? Suppose if I try to eliminate this x portion, what I'll do is, I have this question as x plus y is equal to 100. 3.6x plus 2.4y is equal to 312. I will do what? 3.6 I'll multiply on 3.6 I'll shift it to here, and 1 I'll shift it to here. So it will be what? 3.6 and 1, right? So you will get this equation as 3.6x plus 3.6y is equal to how much? It will be 360. In a similar way, the second equation will be as 3.6x plus 2.4y, which will be equal to 312, right? So if we'll try to solve this, we'll get it as minus, and this also minus. So we'll get, we eliminate this, we'll get the value of y as 1.2y, right? So it will be 1.2y, which will be equal to 48, and y in turn equals to what? 40. Y, we'll get the value of y as 40. And this is what? This is the total number of girls. In the question we have to calculate the total number of girls. Why? That is 40. So this is your answer. If suppose in the question you have been asked the total number of boys also, so you can calculate the total number of boys by placing this value of y in any one of the equations. Suppose if the value of y is 40, so if you will take this equation as x plus y equals to 100, you will get the value of x also as 100 minus 40, that is equal to 60. So this will be equal to the number of boys and this will be equal to the number of girls. Okay, so based on the question you can calculate the individual values of girls and boys. That's all for today's video. If you have any more questions regarding ratio and proportion, you can post that in the comment section below. I'll try to answer each one individually. Also, if you do like my video, please do like, share and subscribe. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.